Today I have got a big Santorini update for you. We're going to be talking about MSC, an excursion sale with Princess Cruises, how everything went in the Panama Canal and some things to look forward to, and lots more. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Wednesday. It is March 5th of 2025. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and click on the subscribe button? We are trying to get to 26,000 subscribers. If you'd like to be part of the magic around here, we are on our way to 1 million. And so I would love to have you join us. So hit that subscribe button. And if you would like to join us every time we put out a video or go live, please hit that bell next to it. Also, if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. Let's start at the very top and talk about Santorini. Santorini has been in the news now for over a month because around, I think it was January 26th, there started to be some earthquakes there in Santorini. During the course of time that has ensued for about the last 6 weeks, there have been over 20,000 earthquakes there in Santorini. A lot of the people who live there ended up having to move away, as well as on some of the islands that are small surrounding Santorini there. Well, I've got good news. Things are starting to look up. A lot of the residents are returning. Yesterday on March 4th, the schools reopened, which is a big sign of hope there. But a really important update for everyone going there on a cruise is they are still not allowing cruise ships to call in that port. Clearly, I think they're trying to get a handle on the situation, see how everything is going to go for the next little bit, and then they'll decide how to handle everything moving forward. Of course, we all hope that they are able to have the cruise passengers come because so many people have it scheduled on their cruises this summer, as well as it is an important source of income for a lot of the people that live there. So I'll keep you up to date and let you know when we hear more about cruise lines being able to return with their cruise ships to Santorini. I look forward to hearing from many of you. If you happen to have a cruise scheduled to call in Santorini this season, if you receive any information about that, certainly let us know. So thanks. Now, MSC, big news today from MSC. You might recall that at the most recent Super Bowl, MSC put out a 60-second commercial, so that's a long one, during the Super Bowl, trying to encourage everyone to want to book a cruise on their newest ship, the MSC World America. They had 2 stars, Drew Barrymore and Orlando Bloom, in that commercial, and apparently, and it's kind of fun. I love to read reviews. There were mixed reviews. Some people said, oh, it was great. Other people said, yeah, I don't want to go on MSC due to that commercial. And MSC today, though, has announced that Drew Barrymore will be the godmother of that brand new MSC World America. So let me know in the comments if you've got an MSC cruise booked, if you want to book an MSC cruise, and most importantly, having Drew Barrymore as the godmother of the MSC World America, does that make you want to book a cruise on that ship? Because they always try to pick a very popular godmother so that it helps draw people to sail on that ship. So let me know if it's working, okay? Now, for everyone who has a cruise booked on Princess has an excursion sale going on that started yesterday, March 4th. It will be running through March 10th. And they say that it applies to certain sailings, of course. I did look through a bunch of the ones that it says that are included. I didn't see any in Europe. That doesn't mean there aren't any, but I didn't see it on the list that I reviewed. So what I think you should do is, if you are going to be going on a Princess cruise and you're looking at booking excursions, this is a really good time to take a look and see if the excursion that you want to take is on sale. Really, very importantly though, I know a lot of people like to book their excursion and then if they go on sale, they cancel it, then they rebook it again. So I've got a couple of caveats for you. Really important things to remember. First of all, pay attention if the excursion that you are going to cancel and rebook still has some space left on it. If it is sold out, don't cancel it because the chances are good you're not going to get it back. Alrighty, so don't cancel your cruise and think you're going to get a better price if it is sold out. chances are you won't even get it back again. The other thing that is so important is when you book your excursions, and I do this, I take the time to do it, write down how it is that you pay for them, because when you click on that little box and say you're going to pay now, it brings up the information, and if you have onboard credits available that are going to be allowed to be used to book excursions, it's going to automatically come up under the price of the cruise in the payment window, not earlier than that. But when you're actually in that payment window where you're going to be entering your credit card information, if you don't want to use that onboard credit, you have to uncheck those boxes. If you do use it, write it down, because if you cancel it, then the money that you pay is going to be returned to you. And sometimes, you know, your excursion was, for example, $100 each, and then you pay, you know, only $50 because you use $50 of onboard credit. Then you cancel it and you get $50 back on your credit card, and then you're like, well, I was supposed to get $100 back because you forgot you used your onboard credit. So make sure that you write down how you pay for your excursions. It will save a lot of time and headache otherwise trying to figure it all out. So that's my tip for you today. So do take a look and see if the excursions that you happen to have booked or that you're wanting to book are on sale. And if you have booked your excursion and there's a lot of availability, if you cancel it, the money's going to come back on your credit card, and then so when you rebook it, you just pay again. Just putting that out there. I hope it's helpful for all of you, and let me know. I thought this would be fun. We haven't talked about this before, but let me know, like, where's your favorite port to go on an excursion, and what is that excursion? I feel we need to talk about excursions here a little bit more. Gordon and I are going to try to video on excursions even more, because there are so many excursions to choose from, and sometimes it's really hard to know what you should be choosing. So I hope this helps, and I look forward to reading your comments. If you've been following along, you know that we are on the Coral Princess right now. Got a cute shirt here that I got in the gift shop. We are on the Coral Princess, and this has been a full transit of the Panama Canal. We started in Los Angeles on February 21st. We are ending in Fort Lauderdale on March 9th, this coming up Sunday, and yesterday we did that transit of the Panama Canal. It was absolutely phenomenal. I came on this cruise hoping that it would exceed my expectations, but being really unsure. I have wanted to sail through the Panama Canal ever since I learned about the Panama Canal in grade school. So it's been a long time coming. Let me tell you, it was absolutely phenomenal. The entire cruise has been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Our group made it what it is. We have thoroughly been enjoying our group on this cruise, but going through the Panama Canal yesterday was an amazing experience. A few things that you should know about. First of all, Gordon is working on editing a bunch of the footage that we took yesterday into a video so that you can follow along on that. We will get it out as soon as we can. Another thing that I wanted to make sure that you know is we just started a live as we were coming up to enter the first lock yesterday, and it ran for 11 hours and something until we exited the last lock. And so it's a fantastic video in real time. If you don't want to go slow, like, speed it up, go double speed until you get to the parts where you're going through the locks. So special. We had ships just across from us that we got to see how everything works with them there, as well as in addition to our own ship going through. It was just a phenomenal experience on every level. Do I recommend doing this cruise? In a heartbeat. You are going to notice that when you look at the different kinds of cruises that go through the Panama Canal, they've got your partial transits and they've got your full transit. The full transit is 16 days. So basically, you know, clearly 2 weeks and 2 days. The ones that are partial transits are 12 days. And so if you just have that 4 more days, you get to see so much more. And I know that they run excursions. If you do that partial transit to get to see the other locks, absolutely do that. If that is how much time your schedule permits, absolutely do that. But if there is a way you can do 16 days for the full transit, absolutely, you've got to do the full transit. It makes all the difference in the world. We've got people in our group that have done both now, and they say hands down that full transit was something amazing and even more special than the partial transit. So I'm just putting that out there for you. We've had a lot of interest in that, so I'll choose some dates coming up as quick as I can. We're looking at 2027 for that. So if you're interested, let me know, or you can wait until I firm up the dates with Gordon and make sure they'll work with his schedule. But we are so excited to do this again. I wasn't sure if it would be anything that I would want to repeat, Absolutely. We had phenomenal excursions there in Panama City, and so I will share the video of that day with you as well, and we'll do commentary so that you know what we're looking at. The excursion that we did took us to, first of all, the visitor center for the Miraflores locks, and thoroughly enjoyed that. Got to see everything there. Excellent 3D IMAX video all about the Panama Canal. And then they took us to the visitor center for the Agua Clara locks, which are the brand new locks there. Such an amazing excursion, very much worth your while. If you're going to go on a Panama Canal cruise, that's a really good excursion to take. Very interesting, educational, beautiful scenery. During the course of that, you drive across Panama and back, so it gives you an idea to the width of that country. It takes about an hour or so to drive across and then back again, like I said. So absolutely loved that. Next time, I know what we're going to do as well. It's really fun to have a group because we share all of our experiences, and it helps us all navigate, if we ever get to come again, what it is that we want to do. And it also enriches us because we can't go on all the excursions. Nobody has time for that, right? To come that many times. And so people were sharing photos, they were sharing experiences, sharing what they had learned. Really special. We had on our tour an excellent tour guide. He told us everything about Panama as far as the history of the country, clear up to the modern day. He lived through everything with Noriega, was old enough to remember all of that. He also told us everything about the locks. People asked some kind of obscure questions. He knew the answer just like that. Did a really good job. So had a phenomenal day the day before the Panama Canal transit. The other thing that I really want to share with you about going through the Panama Canal in a transit, if you look, of course, you think, well, I would like a balcony. Absolutely. If you can do a balcony, do a balcony. But I also want to point out that if an interior or an ocean view is what works good for you with your budget and the kind of rooms that you enjoy, you know what, absolutely do that in a heartbeat, because the day that we transit the Panama Canal is just one day, and there are so many different places on board the ship to view the canal and the crossing. So of course, if you have a balcony, you can look out your balcony. On these smaller ships that do the transit of the historic locks, they've got the promenade there on deck 7. So I went down there, saw it from that vantage point. We went upstairs. They have, of course, the whole, top deck of the ship. They have decks on the front and back of the ship that some of them are open on the aft all the time. They open the ones on the front of the ship as well as up on the very top. Forward was really crowded a lot of time, but you could wiggle in sometimes if you wanted. And then the viewing on the aft of the ship, like I said, there are so many places. So don't feel like you shouldn't bother going if you can't afford a balcony. No. Still go. And there are so many places to view the Panama Canal crossing. It's a remarkable experience. I highly recommend it to anyone. So just to bring you up to date as well as to how everything is going here on the Coral Princess, we are having a phenomenal time. We are really thoroughly enjoying our group. We're enjoying the crew members. They are taking such good care of us. Every evening I look forward to getting to go dine in the main dining room. We have amazing crew members that take such good care of us and all of our group members there in the main dining room. Everybody talks about the fact they have said that they are understaffed, but you know what? You wouldn't know it from how good they take care of us. It's not impacting customer service at all. I think they work really hard, the crew members do, to keep everything moving and take such good care of everyone, and we appreciate that more than they will know. But everything is just going splendidly on the Coral Princess. Highly recommend it. I'm going to put a video out though, and I want you to all watch for it, especially if you are someone who this is your first Princess cruise on the Coral Princess, or you have not sailed on Princess very much and this is a cruise that you're on. I've got some notes for you that I want you to pay attention to. So watch for that video coming out probably tomorrow or the next day. So I really look forward to reading all of your comments. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.